Yeah.
Yo.
You in the convo now. Yeah. Don't just listen. Welcome to the convo. You lucky even tune in. Southgate raised me, now I'm talking to the ruins. Built from pain, stitched faith into ambition. Now my words turn broke dreams into commissions. Every scar got a story, every L was tuition. This the voice of them nights I was wishing. Yeah.
Yo. I can't even say I got one. Nigga. Big dog.
Yep.
Right now, hey, listen. I don't even want no long introduction. I'm going straight into it. Right now, we got my man, Bink.
That part. I got
it. Already. Hey, hold on. See, look, I'm so excited, right? I forgot my whole introduction.
we got
the whole introduction.
We gotta take it back.
No, we ain't taking nothing back. Yeah, look, that's one thing about the convo. We raw. Whatever happened, Paul. Whatever happened, hey, listen, hey, we leave it. If hey, you like to see somebody walk up and go to the bathroom.
Yes,
but
sir.
one time, real quick, lesson to legacy.
Yes.
My lesson to legacy. Your lesson to legacy. The convo. The conversation. Where we get that guapito.
I'll catch the next one. I promise you I'll get the next one.
One time for my man Bink, man.
My God.
What's up, man?
Hey, I'm here.
Man, I feel like I just crossed over, man.
Oh.
What you mean?
I feel like you know how like in the music game, when they say like you cross over to your main screen.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I take that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I just like, you know what I'm saying? Like when hey, what's the guy from down in Miami? Flow Rider?
Yeah.
Now I feel like Flow Rider right now. I feel like Flow Rider right now. But listen though, man, you know, but I say all that to say because I know, you know what I'm saying? I know who, like, I ain't gonna say I all the way know who Bink is, but that's why it's so important for me to even have you up here right now, man, because I feel like a lot of people feel how I feel. And they they know that you're a great producer and they don't even know nothing that you did. You know what I'm saying?
That
Like I'm talking about, I literally seen somebody and I said, yo, man, I'm about to get Bink up there. This and that. They said, man, that nigga, hey, his joint's banging.
Yeah.
This and that. I was like,
They got a catalog.
what's your favorite? I had to think about it. And still couldn't even name nothing. But that's when a lot of people say your name sometimes be bigger than whatever your production is, whatever you're producing. You know what I mean? Whether it's the NBA person don't even know, like they ain't seen Michael Jordan, don't know Michael Jordan, but they know the name. You know what I'm saying? So, but right now I'm gonna give you the floor and I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up.
Don't do that.
But I want to know one thing before I even start. The first question is, I want to say, where did the name Bink come from?
Well, it's actually Binky. You know what I'm saying? My aunt named me that. That's what I got tattooed on my arm. My aunt Hermione named me Binky when I was a baby. So Binky evolved into Bink Dog, which was given to me by my first girlfriend's mother, Ivy Burnham, gave me that name, Bink Dog, and I just took that with me once I got in the industry.
Why is a guy on the camera that's talking on the camera?
Wait, what?
That is wild. So what? So you said your aunt? They say your aunt?
My first girlfriend's mother.
Your first girlfriend mother. Oh wow. So how old was you then?
19, 20.
Oh, okay. So
I
you
say
developed,
20, 21, something like that. Yeah.
okay, so you developed a little. All right. So around the 757, right? Is small, but it's big, right?
For sure.
But a lot of people, whenever you do say Bink, the producer, which goes back to the guy who I was saying, hey man, I'm about to have Bink. And he says, why you don't get knots? That's what he said. He said, because he from the 757. Right? And I said, well, Bink from the 757. And he said, no, he from New York or New Jersey or somewhere. And I said, damn, I said, I never knew that, because I know when I first acknowledged who you were, it wasn't for music or any of that. It was from like really being around, like, I'm gonna say those guys.
Right.
Right? But I need to know that, because I even heard that before, that you was from like New Jersey, and kind of like not getting in an argument with that, but a person tried to tell me, no, he was from such and such. Just clear the air right now. Where was you born? Where was you born?
Norfolk Community Hospital.
Oh, so you was born in Norfolk.
That part.
Oh, wow. One time for that. One time for that.
So I go from Norfolk Community to Robin Hood, from Robin Hood to Shoe Park.
I used to live in Robin Hood.
Who didn't?
That's what's so crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't claim no. It's crazy. Y'all see my sweatshirt today say Norfolk with the scope on it. I don't know if nobody peeped that. But I wore this for you right there. I said, you know what I'm saying? I know my man from Norfolk for real though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, see the scope, scope in the back?
Yeah, I already knew that. But my man James did this. Okay. But everybody stayed in Robin Hood. Like, I was born when I came from Chicago, and it's like when my grandma and all them was on like Chesapeake, my mom then went to Robin Hood, the little white buildings, the little Flintstone little huts.
Robin Hood Road.
Wow. If you were from there, you really definitely from the 7-5.
It used to flood out there. We used to swim in the street.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
For sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was a Robin Hood thing.
That's crazy. But see, but I didn't like grow up out there, so that's why I don't claim Norfolk. You know what I'm saying? So you went from that as a child to where did your like youth from like your teenage like years?
My teenage years, Shoe Park. So I went to Azalea Junior High, and then from Azalea I went to Booker T my freshman year. Then from Booker T I went to Maury.
In the Maury.
Yeah, but I was in the band at Booker T, the marching bookers and all that.
That was my next question.
Yeah.
I would say you ain't play no sports in there. That
I mean, I played football, rec league football, and I played my senior year in high school football as well. But other than that, it was just a bunch of DJing for real, b-boy shit.
So
breakdancing.
So what? So what did you play though? Far as you was in the band
or drums for sure.
Yeah.
You played the drums.
That's my instrument.
Because when people think about that right there, they don't think about like the cool person, but the drummer is always the
saxophones. Because I played the saxophone.
I think the sax
She's
is
trying to
right.
shout the saxophone. Get out of here, Maggie.
But yeah, so growing up more, in Norfolk, period, right? What was that like though? Like,
man, home of the stomp out. People getting jumped 30 against 2. Going to the Fresh Fest at the Scope. Seeing LL and Run DMC, and then seeing people getting chased back through the tunnel.
So
nuts. Norfolk was fun though, man. Like it's like just your regular hood story. Everybody had the same cannulated freeze cups. You know what I mean? Tumbling in the grass. You know what I mean? Finding old mattresses, stacking them, doing backflips off of them. Like that was just.
How did you have time to even play? As far as with the band and stuff. How did you like
balance
them two?
Like I said, my freshman year I was in school band. I was never in an actual band. You know what I'm saying? But before I even got to high school, my sister went to the School of the Arts at Norfolk Academy. And because my sister sings and all types of stuff too. So my whole family sing, but my sister was singing, so she was in the School of the Arts. So my mom was over there. She was like, my son played drums. They was like, well, you got any video or anything like that? Like, so they got videos from me playing the church anniversary. Gave that to them, and they accepted me in the school. So I ended up playing drums for the plays in the pit in Norfolk Academy, and that was like when I really started my journey for real, like messing with music for real.
Because I know, like, for me going to Bayside, whenever we used to play like, any game, I'm talking about it was like we go in there and they gonna be But our band player, it was Myron at the time. And he used to have, I don't know what he had. I think he used to bring his sticks or whatever. And we go in there and they used to be rocking. I'm talking about, it used to be crazy.
Yeah.
Was you one of them?
We actually, when I played football, we had this doorway we had to go back through, get to the locker room, and on both sides of the glass, it's a tall, skinny glass, and then it's a glass at the bottom. And then it was like this little ledge in the middle that held the stuff in the frame. And that was my snare. That was my kick. And the joint at the bottom was my 808. And remember that song, Get a DJ a Break, was out back in the day. I used to play that shit on the wall, on the windows, and everybody used to be going crazy because that's how it was. Even like in junior high school, nobody would freestyle without going to get me the beatbox type shit or be on the table. So it was always like that, but I never had a dream about doing music. That was never my dream.
What was your dream?
Yeah.
Longshoreman, trying to be a rebel, just regular country nigga shit. Merchant seaman.
Did you grow up in the Did you grow up in a household with a mother and father?
Short. My mother and father broke up 4th grade. So it was step parent mania from there.
Oh wow.
The worst, but yeah.
So was there ever a time? Because I like I said, I know you like when you first came around from being around certain guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
But was there ever a time that you was actually out there like on the corner like with these guys and stuff like that?
Oh, absolutely. I think my breaking point was when I had a Virginia Beach Fed and a Virginia Beach detective come to my house and question me for about an hour and a half.
About?
Those guys.
Oh.
And it's something he said to me that it just always stuck with me to this day. He was just like, we're not here to prove what you're doing. He said, we're here to prove what you did. So, we found out you had anything to do with this organization, we come back to see you. So tell us now, tell it to a grand jury later. I'll never forget that conversation. And I was like, I'm telling you what I know, bro. And when they left my crib, I was like, New York, here I come.
That's a good dad.
So that's
He's a goner.
You damn right. That's enough to scare any motherfucking body.
Right.
Trust me.
Right.
So because even during that time, and not even to touch so much on that, even during that time, those guys end up actually, some of them end up even getting picked up.
Everybody did.
You know what I'm saying? So which I don't want to hop off subject. Hey, answer this, Jay. Best Hootie Bang.
Hey, he knows some shit is up, baby. Hootie Bang here, ring, baby.
But to touch on on the simple fact of I had a couple of guys up here that I interviewed on the Convo, and they actually touched on some of the same guys, and it seemed like all of it was actually centered around everybody's start. And it's like those guys, when they all like went away and all that, they was gonna be a part of all this music stuff that was going on because they was affiliated so much with everybody. You know what I'm saying? And as I look at it, it's crazy because I always be like, with the stuff that happened with me, with the music and all that, like, I felt like I was the first. But in reality, I wasn't even the first. It always been around that circle, which everybody is affiliated with everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it like you basically escaped that. Because,
Sure.
And that's where the whole thing come in from saying now, but people thought, you from New York? Right. Because that probably rate the rest of, oh man, then I've been gone. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said right there, once you left, that was probably what year round?
95.
Around 95.
Mm-hmm.
What year did Ted come to?
I think
91, 92. I think he came.
So when
No, I'm
Ted,
sorry. Yeah, 90. I think he came 90 for sure.
Came like
Between 89 and 90, and 90 for sure.
So when Ted came, so when he was around here doing what he do with the Pharrells and the, you know, and the Chads and the
1990.
Mikeys, when you was in New York, you said you moved to New York.
Mm-hmm.
What was on your mission right after that?
Once I got to New York?
Yeah.
Shit.
Because during that time, you wasn't, you haven't did no production for anybody or nothing, right?
For sure I did.
So you did.
Mm-hmm. I went to New York with the Blackstreet record.
So we need to rewind. So hold
Right.
on. I ain't gonna rush
Yeah.
this thing. I'm not gonna rush this thing. I don't want no more calls. I'm sorry. No, listen.
Yeah.
Listen.
He was in the band, then he moved.
Hold on. We jumped
yeah.
too far. I
Yes, we
jumped
did.
too far with
Yes,
that one
we
right
did.
there.
Yes, we
So
did. Yes, we did.
because you know he threw me off when he said what's called an in-depth. I didn't went far ahead with him. You know what I'm saying? I said, yo, we hit that.
We out here.
I'm gone. I'm gone. Leave that alone.
For sure.
I don't bring them memory ones back up. You know what I mean? And then I'll be getting the call. But for real though. So all of them guys did know the Pharrells and the Timbalands and all that from the shampoos.
Mm-hmm.
But before the shampoos was in the actual circle, and that's how I even knew certain folks. It was a guy named K, and K was connected to when I had Pretty Tony on here, and he was the guy who went to New York. If anybody see the interview, and Pretty Tony survived, and K ended up passing, down, and the whole thing with Mikey, which I had up here too, and he said he was affiliated with all this, with the K, which and he survived. I also know you from this, seeing, just knowing who is who. I seen you was affiliated some kind of way with K.
For sure. That was my little man. Like, K was crazy as hell. Good dude, man. A lot of energy. Funny as fuck. But he actually came to me, Lou and myself, the day before he was going to New York. Because there was a drought going on at the time. So I went on work on the street. So he claimed his connect called him and said they had a sweet number in the middle of a drought. You and I both know better than that, right?
Yeah.
So he was like, yeah, what you think? You think I should fuck with it? We was like, nah, I don't fuck with that. He was like, yeah, I ain't gonna fuck with it. And went right up there. And that's what happened. But me and Lou, was already like, don't do it. You know what I mean?
So you had a conversation with him before you left?
For sure.
Because it seemed like everybody had a conversation with him.
Yeah.
And the crazy shit was the day after, I was DJing Joe Smith NBA draft party at Pizzazz. And I got the call while I was setting up and said that they got shot and that K was gonna make it and Toby wasn't gonna make it.
So did you know who he was dealing with? Like, was you that close in, like, that you knew that side?
These kids were like 17 years old, bro. Young Puerto Rican niggas, you know what I'm saying? End up, being responsible for that shit. So, yeah.
Damn. Yeah. So during that time after he got killed, and what production have you did then during the time of the K era?
I had only done the Blackstreet shit. And the crazy shit was I was at a spot called, remember Triple Play?
Yep.
I was at Triple Play.
Did the car wash and barbershop?
Shout out to Titus.
Titus and John.
And Jody.
John.
John.
Yeah, one of them.
Yeah, John. Yeah, I forgot about John.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Jody was over there too washing cars.
Jody was over there too.
Yeah.
Jody washing cars.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So I was in the studio upstairs. Me and Chance.
Oh, wow.
Rolling.
Wow.
Me and Roland's upstairs banging out.
Shout out Chance.
Yeah, shout out to Chance. He's one of the first MCs from here to like really be on record. Like,
growing up, that's why I said I jumped so far here. And that stuff is just coming back, and I got a lot of stuff written down too. But now it feel like I'm like so much in tune now that I'm like,
that's how it be.
I can't write these questions real quick because, okay, so you know how everybody had their little like crews and stuff, especially when it came to hustling and all that. You had your hustling crews, you had the band crew, you had this and that. Was you by yourself then? Who was you growing, like, who in the mix, who was somebody now or who probably didn't make it that you was like, what far as crew-wise, like?
Actually, me and Nas was a crew at first. It was called the Teamsters.
You and Knots?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
We was a squad at first.
Wow. Y'all from the same neighborhood?
5 minutes apart. He from Norfolk.
You're not serious from this
His
view.
brother was in my 6th grade class.
Wow. Shout out Knots, man. I definitely need to get you over here.
And our birthdays a day apart.
Wow.
Crazy.
Wow. So y'all basically grew up together?
No, we like 4 or 5 years apart as far as age is concerned.
Yeah.
But like I said, I went to school with his brother.
Yeah.
David Lamb.
But still in the same, y'all still all came.
He was a little brother in the house, didn't come outside too tough.
Yeah.
He was doing beats then. Insane.
So what was his brother? Was his brother doing beats?
His big brother, Fred Lamb, was known for DJing. Fred Lamb was a scratching bitch. Like the Transformer shit, like his brother Fred Lamb was insane with that shit. Like he come from super musical, music background.
So how did you go back from hanging with the older brother to going back and getting in the group with Knots?
My sister used to hang with this girl named Myra. And Myra was dating this dude named Daryl Sloan.
Shout out Daryl.
Shout out to Daryl Sloan.
That was his manager, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And they introduced me to Daryl, and then Daryl introduced me to Knots, put me around Knots and them, and then he was managing both of us. Well, along with Boogie.
Boogie, yeah.
Boogie
so Boogie was the rapper, right?
Boogie was the rapper. So but me and Knots was going up to New York back and forth because we was working with this rapper, DV Alias Christ, back in the day. He was down with Smoother Hustler, them niggas. And that's what we was dealing with at that time.
So did you and Knots do like, did y'all get a chance to place any music or whatever?
We did, like, it was a rapper named Crumb Snatcher. Shout out to Crumb Snatcher. Early, he was dope as fuck back then. We did that together. And the DV Alias Christ stuff never came out. So, but the other shit did.
Wow. Man, shout out to Knots again, man, and Boogie.
For sure.
They end up DMP.
DMP later. They turned into DMP.
So they turned into DMP.
I got a DMP fact. I was in their video.
Oh, you was in everybody's video. That's so crazy. But don't nobody know who you is. I know people putting stuff together be like, man, I know who that is now. What? Give it to me.
Just know I was in the video. I was driving the car, looking in the...
You always something to do with a car, too.
I was in a lot of videos and didn't even realize how grateful I was for that, because those videos are legendary. Very legendary.
That's why bro got
Ball
that
game
thing
is what
outside.
it's called, but
You was selecting cars.
Listen, I'm telling my business.
Every time you walk out the studio, he want to start a jump. But dang. So how did y'all like what happened with that right there? Like what made y'all go y'all separate ways on that? Like somebody get placed or like what happened with that?
Daryl and Knots were blessed enough to have a relationship with Buster early. So he was on before me in that regard in the rap world. You know what I'm saying? So we were living through Knots at that time because he was doing the shit with Buster. So we would drive out to New York and, just...
Knots was on first. I didn't know that is crazy, man. It's so crazy, man. And a lot of people don't know who Knots is either. That's what's so crazy. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, I feel like I'm watching the movie right now. So when he went and did that at the time, and what was your first like? Did you know Pharrell and Timbaland them at the time?
I knew Pharrell.
You knew Pharrell.
I used to go to Chad's house and do beats with Chad. Chad Daddy was mean as hell. He played no games.
So this was the thing. So this was the thing of once you was in that circle, it was a circle of everybody knowing who doing beats and all that kind of stuff. Like
what a lot of people don't know is I gave the Neptunes their drums.
Oh yeah.
And Chad actually said it in an interview a couple years ago. But I was ordering records from a place called Downstairs Records in New York. I was ordering break beats back then. You know, and most niggas down here didn't even know about doing that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? So I was bringing in shit from New York and putting it in my beats, so I let Chad borrow my records. It was vinyl. So those drums on that vinyl was called Drum Crazy volumes. Forgot which volume it was, but that became their signature drums.
Was that before the Teddy Riley?
No, that was around the same time. In that same window, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And the time that you did that, you ain't have no placements out.
No, like I said, once I went to Triple Play, we got off course. When I went to Triple Play, me and Chance was upstairs doing some joints, and Teddy was downstairs getting a haircut. So he heard me upstairs and came up and was like, yo, you got to play some more joints. So
see, look at that. He does getting a cut.
Yeah, so I had an ASR 10 then. You know, the ASR 10 used to run off floppy disks. So, you know, trying to load up another beat, that shit was like a little gap in the conversation because that shit take a little time to load up. So I straight little conversation with him in between and shit till the beat load up, and he would play along. Whenever the beat would come on, he just start playing shit too, and I was like, this dude is crazy. But when that boom, 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 when that came on, he was like, go get Markel. He's like, yeah, what you doing tomorrow? I said, shit, what you need me to be doing tomorrow? Because you gotta understand, looking at Future from Virginia Beach Boulevard, bro, was like, for me, it was like staring at Disneyland. You know what I'm saying? Like, and can't get in.
But you was in New York.
No, I'm here. I'm still here at that time. That's what I'm saying. So,
okay, so
I'm ordering records from New York.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? But once Teddy started coming down here and moving around with the purple MPV and, you know, the purple leathers and the jewels and then, you know, Bobby Brown down here in Military Circle. He had Michael Jackson in Military Circle and shit.
So you witnessed all that.
Yeah, so it's like, wow. So it's like, I gotta get in that building, bro. Some kind of way. Like, so when me and Chance started doing demos, shout out to Christopher Washington. I think he was married to Teddy's sister. He started like kind of managing us a little bit. So he got us in the building. And now we're in the production room. I was just doing joints. So, but whatever I was doing then still hadn't caught his ear yet. You know what I mean? Until I caught him at Triple Play. So once I caught him at Triple Play, I came to the studio the next day, and we transferred everything from my ASR to his monstrosity of a setup. You know what I mean? And I just watched him do magic after that shit. And he just showed me how much more I had to learn. Just watching him put that shit together. You know what I'm saying? After the idea I gave him, he just took that shit somewhere else. You know what I mean? So just witnessing that, it was just being able to get in the A room. You know, every studio got an A room. So nobody get to go in the A room if you ain't that nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You may get in the production room, you may get into the B room, but the A room is off limits. You know what I'm saying? So I will always be in Future, and you will see people going in and out, but you can't never go in. You hear the music coming, the door open, the music come blasting out. Everybody in there chilling on the ball, and the door closed. He's like, fuck.
I want to get
you know what I'm saying? Like, so for him to invite me to the studio at that point, it was just like, oh, boy, that's what I've been waiting on.
So I have to ask, so during that time though, because there's so many variables to this, like I'm going back. You got Pharrell and them trying to knock down the door, Mikey them trying to knock down the door, and then you have a whole nother system.
No, hold on. So we got to go back further though. So who knocked down the door first was Missy and Timbaland leaving with Jodeci. Missy was in a group called Phase Z at that time. And it was, they had a single out, and Devontae saw that group, and then once he met them, he was like, you need to be solo. So he took Missy with him to Buffalo, and that's when Missy was in there with Genuine, Static, Jodeci. Everybody was living there at the same time, including Timbaland.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? So they were first. Mad Skillz, yeah.
Mad Skillz around too then?
Mad Skillz was first.
Bro, see, this is crazy.
Mad Skillz song.
Look at your face. Look at your face. You looking like, damn, you in school right now.
Like for real, Skillz for real is like, you know, when you first open a restaurant and that first customer, you put the dollar on the wall. Mm-hmm. Like he's like that for us, for real, in hip hop.
Don't nobody, hey man, Virginia do not know that, man.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like to hear when he went on Stretch and Barbito, you got to look that up when you get a chance. Go on YouTube and look up when Skillz went on Stretch and Barbito and showed his whole ass on that joint, bro. Went ape shit.
We gotta look that up.
Yeah, he went absolutely ape shit. And that's when Q-Tip and them embraced him and, you know what I'm saying, and took him with him on the road and like people was really fucking with Skillz on some rapping shit.
Yeah.
Like, he really had some.
Man, I went and like, listen, you don't understand, because I was like hip hopped out and I had Mad Skillz Jones. Then he was from Virginia too, and man, I was going crazy.
No, like for real. Like I said, I met a producer recently, and his name was Skillz, and I'm like, you do understand Mad Skillz still living? Mm-hmm. Like I don't understand like these kids now, like the lack of wanting to set themselves apart. They don't care about that. They'll latch on to the same goddamn name. Mm-hmm. And like somebody, I met a dude in New York, he said his name is Skateboard T. I said, come on, my nigga, like really? Skateboard T?
And shout out to Skillz, man. For
Absolutely.
That, you know, and for that Grammy, man.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, shout out to Skillz and the Grammy. But yeah, man, everybody from Virginia that's doing music need to absolutely understand the pioneer that Skillz is for us in the hip hop world. I don't think they understand the importance of what he did. You know what I'm saying? So it was another group from here called Yag Fu Front that had got signed by Kid and Play. The DJ from Kid and Play signed them niggas. And another girl, what was her name? 3 Feet, I think it was. It was a couple people, man. You know what I'm saying?
Tony Brown mentioned 3 feet.
Yeah.
Tony Brown had mentioned 3 feet.
Yeah, 3 Feet High was her name. And then, you know, Danger Mouth and all of them that Skillz pulled in later. Like, they was on that Leah remix, remember? Mm-hmm. Like, so it's just so much history here. And the people don't understand that we have, because Church Street was literally like our 125th Street.
Wow.
Yeah, so a lot of people came here to get their band for their tours and shit. So they would come here to pick musicians. So we gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, to see all these, when you go through Norfolk, you see a whole bunch of closed down theaters. That's for a reason. Like, it was, the Chitlin circuit was real here.
Wow.
You know and that's the type of joints that James Brown would hit when they would go on those little tours. They would hit them little 1100 seaters, 800 seaters, you know what I mean?
Mom and pop.
For sure. You see a bunch, you see like 2 on 1 street or pop place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You see a whole bunch of them joints just scattered through the city. But we have a super rich history in the R&B world. Like, we had Virginia, I think we had the first gospel recorded artist from here.
Oh, yeah?
From Virginia, yeah. Like, we got, bro, it's just so much. You know, I didn't know Ella Fitzgerald was from here. Like, it's just so many people that's from here. You know what I'm saying? On the music side. You know, the MD for Marvin Gaye, Gordon, guitar player. When you go look at any Marvin Gaye show, it's going to be a gown guitar with pork chop sideburns. He's from Portsmouth.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just so much hidden gems of us in the game, you know what I'm saying, that I don't think we understand.
Like, I don't think people, because, you know, people only care what's in front of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Very surface level.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, and then what's pushed, you know what I'm saying? Like, for, you know, the whole Santa Claus theories and all the things like that. So when we hearing about Ted's down here, and once you saw the Rump Shaker video and all that stuff, and seeing the whole story with the Pharrell thing, then people want to know, oh, how did he get, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now the story just grows with that alone, you know what I'm saying? Which goes back to saying, you know, from you and people not seeing that visual.
Yeah.
What was that first beat that really put you well, I don't want to say put you on the map. What was that first beat that really made you be like, oh yeah, shoot, I'm here.
Yeah.
Bink is here. We were Bink Dog at the time.
Yeah.
I think probably Beast from the East. Beast from the East on Lost Boy album, probably because that introduced cannabis to the world. That was the first time somebody spit 50 bars on a record. And it got a lot of attention. Like shit, when cannabis came out, it was a big deal. Like
Yeah.
And I produced it, so it was just like, matter of fact, I remember we was in Unique Studios, and I forget, and Pete Rock and Clark Kent came by, rest in peace, Clark Kent. And it was like, who was mixing Beats from the East that day? So when he came in, they played the record for Clark Kent. And he was like, this shit is dope. And then when he left, they was like, yo, Clark don't give it up to nobody. You know what I'm saying? I was like, and that's the reputation that Clark got. Like Clark, Stonewall Jenkins, like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna tell you if you don't mean it.
Right.
You feel me? So when they told me that, I was like, okay. You know what I'm saying?
So, just to go back real quick. So with the situation though with Ted in that room, you know, when they heard you, did you ever do anything for him?
Yeah, so like I say, when I played that sample, that was basically the beginnings of Don't Leave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I remember you saying that, but people who don't know, they didn't like, they're not gonna catch it.
That was the beginning of, you know, Don't Leave, and we finished that record in Trinidad. He took me to Trinidad with him.
Was that a culture shock for you? Or was that like
to go to Trinidad?
Yeah.
Fucking right. I ain't never had a passport. I had to go to New York. I had to get a passport.
So that wasn't the moment that you said, "Yo, I'm here."
Right.
That's what I'm getting at. You know, when I said, you know, what I'm saying, like
again, but
yeah, remember
no, again, like this record ain't placed yet. This is just this is an idea that they're
the draft
expounding upon. You know what I'm saying? We starting to get there, but we still ain't etched in stone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So me going to Trinidad didn't mean I had a song on the album. That was me trying to get one on the album. So when they got out there, luckily the writers caught the Holy Ghost on the song and they wrote a dope record on it. Keep It Funky. I didn't know because when we came back from Trinidad, the record still wasn't done yet. So I was after the club one night. I was at the IHOP on the Boulevard right by Future, by Princess Anne, and Madeline was in there, and she was like, "Oh my God, your record is so incredible." I was like,
and Madeline is Ted, baby mama.
yeah. And she was like, "Your record is so incredible." I was like, "Huh?" She was like, "You haven't heard it?" I was like, "Nah." She was like, "Come outside." She took me outside of her car. And that was the first time I heard it. It was like 2 a.m, man. And I got chills on my arm. I'll never forget, I got chill bumps all over my arm. That was the first time I heard a song over my music. Oh, wow. And I was like, damn.
You still getting royalties from that? You get paid from that? I mean,
yeah.
I mean, or it would look that like...
Clear your samples, people.
Oh.
Gotcha.
That's the more of that story.
Okay.
So now to fast forward to what we was talking about, how did you get in the room?
For Teddy?
No, I'm just talking about was that right there? So after that right there, everybody start calling then?
Hell no.
Yeah.
I still had to you know, shoot my shot. You feel me? So but that was the conversation piece.
Yeah.
Like, hey, what's up, Bink? You know, I got a song on Blackstreet right now. But I also got some other shit. You know what I mean? So that's how I led every conversation. So when
Ted got you to Blackstreet jump?
Yeah, Ted, you know, well, like I say, once I went to Future that next night, we redid the beat that day. Like, done deal. But then they still had to write it. You know what I'm saying? So that, you know, extended all the way to Trinidad and back type shit. And like I said, so I didn't see them finish it. I just, you know, I know the hook was there in Trinidad, but all the verses wasn't there yet.
Yeah.
So that means I don't know if it's going on the album or not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
So to see her at IHOP that night, and she was like, "Oh my God, your record is so incredible."
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So when you was so like when you started, right? Because like for me being around in the industry when I did started, and I remember hearing certain conversations, and it was like when it came to Pharrell doing beats and negotiating certain stuff, I remember one time he was saying how like he was like, man, he ain't doing it if he ain't getting first single. You know what I'm saying? That was real important, which I'm pretty sure to most producers. Some producers just getting into the game and all, they probably just want to just get on the album. You know what I'm saying? Was that a thing for you as well? Like saying, you want first or second single, or you was just cool with just being on the album?
I didn't have that same, to keep it 100 with you, I didn't have that same negotiating power that Pharrell had. Pharrell had a different kind of run. You know what I'm saying? So he could make those type of demands if you want him on the project. Whereas with me, any single I got was organic. You know what I'm saying? It just happened that way.
Yeah. But that y'all did it and it was like, man, I got to put this first. This got to be a single.
Yeah, it was never contractually a
so you
situation.
Worked,
But I mean, to be honest with you, if anybody when they got Pharrell, they already think it's single anyway.
Yeah, you got to. Yeah, true.
They ain't spend all this bread on the album joint.
That's true.
You feel me? So they definitely going to him for a single off the top.
Yeah. Did you ever? But I don't want to ask that question yet. Because I was going to ask him. Because I'm going to ask him. Did he ever? Remind me of this. Did he ever deny anybody or didn't want to work with somebody, give somebody a beat? But before we get there, I'm trying to figure out now what was the turning point of, like I'm saying, we got the one with you getting in the room. You know, what is the one that's saying, yo, I'm making friction, I'm here?
Was it Lights Camera Action?
No, it was Blueprint for sure.
Okay.
I think Blueprint was a career changer.
Yeah.
For all of us. You know what I'm saying? So
when you say all of us,
everybody, all the producers on the album, Kanye, Jess, and myself. So yeah, because the anticipation for that shit was insane.
How you land that?
Hip hop came to me because the way the Blueprint album started was just Jay going in baseline with a Kanye beat CD one weekend doing 5 songs, and then the Blueprint was born. And so they used to do Keep It Real Thursdays at Baseline, and that's what producers from everywhere would come and try to get on the whole album or whoever album. But it was a lounge area out front, first with the red pool table. It was a big ass boom box, so you play your beat on the boom box first. If it's dope, then they'll take you back to the A-room, right? But you don't get to the A-room without being dope on the boom box first. So the particular day I go play my shit, they already in the A-room. Oh, we got everybody there. They got the bottles out. He playing the album. He playing Girls, 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 Take Over, Song Cry, like he playing all the joints. And then when he finished doing that, now I gotta play my beats. Imagine that. You know what I'm saying? So I came in there with 5 joints.
Did you came in there specifically because of course you already knew you was going, but you already had them made up beforehand, or you said, yo, I'm making these for Jay?
Nah, nothing was specifically for him. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, this is why I changed Roc-A-Fella sound, because that wasn't the vibe prior to me getting there.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? Niggas switched their shit up later once they seen it work, but it was foreign at that time. You know what I'm saying? Having somebody sound like, you got a live drum and it ain't. So that was just something new at that time. So yeah, so that was the one.
Was the ruler back on that?
Yeah, it's like I said, I went in there with 5 beats, bro. And that was the ruler's back, All I Need, Mama Loves Me, and the other 2 went to State Property. Yeah.
So what was the energy like working with Jay on them, like especially with the ruler back and All I Need?
Working with Jay and people like Missy, it's like a real easy day at the office. Like real shit, like you can literally just do your part and go chill. Whereas most people, you got to babysit, sit there and make sure that the record comes out the right way, and make sure shit is right, it's feeling right. But them, you can be like, yo, I'm gonna get something to eat. I'll be back. And you guaranteed to come back and be like, what the fuck?
All 5 made it?
Yeah.
All 5 made it?
Yeah, I told you.
That's just,
I told you it's 5 beats.
yeah, I just say that's just crazy.
That's Rule Is Back, Mama Loves Me, All I Need, and then Rolling Down the Freeway for Freeway on state property. And there was another joint on state property that they took. They never came out. But
So he used all of them, but they all didn't go on the blueprint.
No, just the 3 on the blueprint. Yeah.
Got you.
That's still some good shit.
Damn right, especially to take all of them. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is like really. I know people stand behind their work, especially, you know, with you being the age you was and going to see, you know, Jay and all that. Did you really think it was gonna be the classic that it is? Because like the Ruler Back is like all of them is like still like them are classic Jones. Did you really like like you know mother be like, no, I'm gonna kill her with this one? Or you think all of them was just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I had a personal liking for the Rule Is Back record just because I heard my growth musically from what I learned. So I felt like I had learned a lot, and I could hear the growth at that point. So that's why I met Hov at the perfect time. Because, you know, at that point I was studying Life After Death, Aquemini, Life After Death, Aquemini, and one more, yo. Oh, Midnight Marauders. You know what I'm saying? So just listening to those 3 albums, is like it really taught me a lot as far as how I wanted my shit to sound without sounding like them niggas. You know what I'm saying? I just use them as a gauge for quality-wise where I need to be.
So when creating your beat, your sound, like the drums, the sample, or the feeling, come first or come in that order?
Ain't no order.
Ain't no order.
It come how it come. It may come either one of those ways. No specific order.
You have any beats that any artists that you felt slept on?
Yeah, Devil New Dress. A lot of people pass on that beat. Shitload.
Who's on you try to get to first? But that's the Kanye one, right? Yeah. Who you try to get at? Because that's what a lot of people. Well, like me, for me, 9100 Hustler is like between that and the Ruler Back, I put them on. You know what I mean? Like you can get amped up on them like crazy. You know what I'm saying? But when you mention, your name, a lot of people mention that particular one right there. So, who was some of the ones who slept on that first?
Man, to be honest with you,
how long you had it too? How long? How long did you actually have it?
Oh,
before?
I got some stories for shit like that. I did a celebrity beat battle, and I battled the dude from the Heat Makers, and I lost with Devil New Dress beat. And the beat he played was complete trash, but they didn't get it. You know what I mean? And then maybe a year or two after that, I got Song of the Year on MTV for the same goddamn
So how did that come about though? Like, give me that.
Funny story actually. Kanye was flying a bunch of niggas to Hawaii. RZA, Pete Rock, all these people, Primo, everybody's flying to Hawaii.
You already know him?
Kanye?
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember Kanye was with me at Roc-A-Fella. Like I damn near mentored Kanye. I taught Kanye how to add musician to his beats and all types of shit. Like he used to come and ask me for advice for shit like that. He caught the bus in my crib to rap for me. You know what I'm saying? That was the first time I heard a producer that could actually rap. I was like, wow, this nigga can rap. He had a song called Wow at the time. Something, your chain cost something, my chain cost something like wow. Like that's how he was, it was crazy. But I was like, this nigga clever as fuck. But yeah, so Kanye used to always, ask me for advice. That's why he ended up with my guitar player on Bonnie and Clyde's song. You know what I'm saying? Or my engineer. Like he ended up using my engineer too. So a lot of
win is a win.
Advice.
I said a win is a win.
So how did you? So how did it get to him? How did that?
I called him I mean, I text him. I say, bro, I heard everybody in Hawaii but that nigga.
MJ, right?
Right. He said, who that? I say, me, nigga. He was like, oh, man, you know, the travel budget already exhausted, bro. You know. I said, all right. I said, hold this. I shot 5 beats out. I never sent more than 5, just FYI. Shot 5 beats out. The next email back was, they about to contact you about your travel.
He tapped him on the shoulder. No, that's how you tap somebody on the shoulder. Get you again. I can't fit my whole.
You feel me? So then I get out there, and we I'm playing on the beats. Like I'm holding my laptop. I'm holding my laptop in my arms, and I'm playing with beat. And you know when you're on iTunes, when the song go off, the next one just come on. Mm-hmm. So when the beat I was playing on went off, that from New Dress beat came on. I wasn't even gonna play that for him.
Why?
Because he was doing shit like Monster and all this, you know, 808 type shit. I ain't think nobody wanted to fuck with the soul beats no more, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it came on, and I turned it off. He's like, no, what's that? He said, no, I need that right now. And he went right in the booth, right there on the spot, and that's the first thing he said, oh, I love it, though. Mm-hmm. They kept it. That was the first thing he said when he went in the booth. Was, oh, I love it, though. She learned, you know, she loved Jesus, but she learned a lot from Satan. That was the first 2 lines he said. And then later on, when I get back to VA and shit, when it first came out, it was called The Magic Hour. Originally. It wasn't Devil New Dress at first. It was called The Magic Hour.
So I mean, so you had named it?
No, they did. That's what I'm trying to say. Is like once I left, then shit got tricky. Because then the goofy guy, Mike Dean, comes in.
Who's that?
And that's this producer that works with Ye that nobody ever asked to add anything to. He just always volunteers to add his shit. Mm-hmm. You know, never asked him though.
And who he worked for Kanye?
Yeah, he worked for Kanye. So it's almost like you got to pay total some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, to get at Ye or some shit, but he fucked my shit up. And crazy shit is recently I just got the Pro Tools session of Devil New Dress. Only God made this happen. But I actually seen the butchery he did to my shit now, firsthand.
I mean, explain how important is that? I mean, cause I hear you saying it, but for people like me, don't. I mean, I know what Pro Tools is, but a lot of people don't.
I mean,
how important is that when you say that?
A lot of people, a lot of artists today, for some reason, feel like they can finish the record better than the producer, which is retarded.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you do a record for somebody, and next time you hear it's all this extra shit on it. Yeah. That you didn't authorize. You know what I mean? There's some shit they thought sounded good. You know what I mean? It's like,
what are some of the mistakes of like new producers making, especially now with coming in the industry?
They thirsty. I tell producers all the time, man, be hungry, not thirsty. It's a big difference. It's a huge difference. Thirst will get you fucked up.
So you think it's a lot of just, you know, a whole lot of the free beating just going on? I mean,
these dudes, man, no concept of business. They put the look before the business. That's the problem. Mm-hmm. And then you want to bitch later. You know, we used to say money seen, money gone. You know what I'm saying? That's a situation. Like, that money gone, bro. Like, you sat here and kissed ass for 6 months and fed them all these beats, the song out, and you ain't get paid. So it's like, they be so scared to ruin a relationship or get somebody mad that they don't want to give them the record type shit. So they rather get fucked than to stand on something.
Yeah. So the publishing and the ownership is very, very, very
absolutely.
Especially.
But you just got to be able to let your price be your price. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And stand on that. Like, I'm not saying don't have no wiggle room. Of course, everything is about negotiations. You know, you don't get what you deserve, you get what you negotiate. You know what I'm saying? So,
do you think producers get the respect of that they deserve in hip hop?
Fuck no. It got worse in the last 10 or 15 years for the simple fact that niggas will pay the video nigga first before they pay for the beat. It's like, it's the weirdest shit ever. Now, how you willing to pay the video guy, but you want to pay for the beat? Like, make that make sense?
Yeah.
There is no video out this beat, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How important is the engineer to this whole process as well, when it comes to that?
A good engineer is definitely essential. You know what I'm saying? It could be a blessing or a curse, though. To be honest with you, because engineer got to be somebody you can trust because they got your files. You know, and the integrity of your files is everything for me. Like, I don't just let anybody handle my shit. And I just see people now think that they be like, I can give you all my sounds, you can do what I'm gonna do. Bullshit. Fuck wrong with you? Like, nigga, I hear your style. I can study and do the same thing you doing. I mean, spit it right back at you.
Yeah.
You know, I've been mimicked for 20-something years. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people thinking it's they shit. We in a weird space right now.
Do you have a team? Like, do you got like how you said with with having that certain engineer? You know, how everybody like how, certain people got like Pharrell got the Drews, and you know what I'm saying. Did you ever just have that?
Yeah. I had a guy by the name of Doug Wilson. If you go back and look at all my old stuff, that's what you're gonna see. It's Doug Wilson, but he's never mixed a record alone, ever. I'm always there. I gotta be there. There's no other way it's gonna come out right.
Out of all the records that you did, which one you feel is probably like the most personal?
I think You, Me, Him, and Her was personal.
And that's who?
That's Jay. That's all the Dynasty album. Folding out the man off your polo sweater, roll with the ROC. Hey, fella. That's my shit.
Damn, boy, you did a lot. Okay, so now, hold on, but hold the question real quick. So how many albums you did on Jay before I get to the song now? Like, so you had the Blueprint. You was on that.
And Dynasty.
And the Dynasty, right? And which was the ones on the Dynasty?
Rollers Back, All I Need, Mama Loves Me.
All right. So during that era, Roc-A-Fella, all that, just to shift gears, and I'm coming back to this, it just hit me real quick. It just hit me, and I was like, I be trying to sit here thinking of all kind of juicy stuff.
Hey, yeah.
Right? I would be like, damn, you know what? Did I ever hear your name in like, in this kind of like, scandals, beefs, any kind of stuff like that, or relationships, anything? And I was like, no, it didn't hit me. And it hit me, and I was like, I remember 106 and Pop, and it was Free was up there, and I ain't gonna hold you. Like I just know I love seeing Free. I was like, oh my God. Average, I want to say average because she's beautiful, you know what I mean? But like the black, you know what I mean? Just
natural beauty.
Natural,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like this is what,
Yeah.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
You was definitely connected with her. I remember hearing that.
Yeah, that was the last relationship I had before I got married.
So y'all was in a relationship?
For sure.
Yeah, oh wow. I mean, you remember asking like, that was one of them things, you had the Dynasty, you had the Blueprint out, you was, you know what I'm saying? Like,
No, it was actually before. Cause I was dating her before she got on 106.
wow. Oh.
She got on 106 like maybe a year in.
Got you. So you think you got her on 106? Do you think the status? Cause I mean, that's just how people was.
Nah,
she
had her and Stephen Jones were, was guy worked for BT. Stephen.
Hill?
Stephen Hill, yeah, Stephen Hill. Her and Stephen Hill had a relationship. He told her to come down and read for the part, actually.
Oh, wow.
They had a cool relationship?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Yeah,
I told her she was going to get it, though. I said, you're going to get it when she go down there. I said, because your look just different. They're gonna take it.
Yeah, because she had the hair standing all out and all that.
Curly
No,
all that.
whoever did her whole like makeup,
Yeah.
it was.
That was her.
It was her.
Oh wow. How did you feel when she got that part?
It was dope, you know what I'm saying? But I had told her at that time, I said, if you become an actor, I'm gone. Just let you know. I don't do actors. I don't do actors, Jack. I'm cool on that.
So that ended. I mean, it ended. You know, crazy. Y'all still cool now?
Absolutely. Good people, man. Good people. But you know, I think me in any relationship, I mean, when it's over, I gotta go cold turkey on you. You know, get my mind right.
Yeah.
You know, hear your name and don't bother me type shit. I gotta get you out my system all the way.
Yeah.
Cold turkey, Stonewall Jenkins.
Yeah.
For real.
So, but to speed it up, Ross.
Mm-hmm.
That came after the J. No, actually, I started hearing you had started Busta Rhymes. Didn't you do Busta too? Or that was just straight
That was
knock?
later. Yeah, I did Busta way later.
You did him way later.
Mm-hmm. But I did Ross. She understand when I met Ross when he had a cast on his foot. We actually hired him to write for Angie Martinez. I was working with Angie Martinez as an artist. So we went to Miami and Ross was writing all her shit. And I was like, damn, this nigga dope as fuck. Like, he you would never think was a dude writing some chick shit. Like, he was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that dope. So.
And I remember when Angie started.
So then once she found out who I was and what I did, of course, he's a whole fan. So we exchanged numbers from there. And he had a girl rap at the time named Nina Ross. I don't know, whatever happened to her, but she...
From Philly?
I don't know where she was from, but she was amazing, bro. Like, she sounded great. That's the closest thing I heard to somebody being like better than, Lil' Kim. Like delivery, like Lil' Kim delivery was like no other. And she had that same type of, you know. But yeah, so actually he and Gunplay drove to my crib from Miami twice. That's when they was going to hang with French Montana with the Cocaine Cowboy shit. He used to go out there and fuck with him with that. He stayed in my crib and we did like 8, 9 records at the house. And then I flew him down the last time, did a couple more records. And then maybe like 6 months later, he hit me like, yo, I got one. And he sent me Hustler. So I called Pizzo, 3-way. Pizzo started blasting off Hustler the same day.
Who Pizzo?
Ooh.
Pizzo Coconut.
Pizzo Coconuts. And then he got a record deal and never hollered back.
Oh, shit.
Ross.
You only did one track for Ross?
I ain't do shit on the first album. How about that?
What?
That part.
But later on you came back.
No, he came back.
He came back later on.
That part.
Yeah, because what it was is that, you know, him like a lot of other people, like you understand, the reason what kept me relevant over these years is because Jeezy and Ross was doing knockoff Bink beats on the album. They always would have at least one soul joint that sounded like some Blueprint shit on the album. So that's what kept me going.
Who was doing the beat?
Who knows? Types of niggas was, you know what I'm saying? I got some real stands out here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's, you know, that's why like, you know, a lot of these YNs be trying to say, you know, people like myself fell off, but I'm like, well, how can we fall off when you still trying to redo what we did? Yeah, that we did 25 years ago. That can never happen. You know what I'm saying? Never happen.
Have you ever felt blacklisted or like blackballed in any part of the...
I ain't felt, I was.
Wow.
Hey man, game. I don't know, I ain't gonna sit here and, you know, but trust and believe when I tell you, shit got deep.
Yeah.
Did it want to make you stop doing music, or, you know, how did that make you feel at that point?
That was all the reason for me to try to press the gas more, because I ain't no quitter.
Yeah.
And it just made me more obsessed with still doing what the fuck I do, you know?
Yeah.
Is there any record that
Made it harder.
Huh?
Made it harder for me, but
What you mean?
as far as trying to move around, like you got people blocking you in certain spots.
Yeah, from being blackballed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
It's definitely tough. I remember I was first trying to come out with my book, and man, that shit was like, you know what I mean, being blackballed, like it's so crazy. And I hate to bring it up, but I just have to, because it'd be stuff that really happened. I talk real shit. Excuse me. You just mentioned Pizzo Coconuts. He did an interview with somebody, right? I'm gonna get onto the name. So he did this interview, and they mentioned my name in the interview, right? And so after the interview, all that, I hit them. Hey man, I heard y'all say my name. So holla at me. You know what I'm saying? Do an interview me.
Right.
At the time. I got to think about it and all this and all that.
Can't be one-sided.
I was like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? They put me in the way. I was like, wow. I was like, and we, you know what I mean? And we go back. We got to, you know what I'm saying? But it was the whole blackball effect. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I mean? I just felt you shouldn't do that, you know, especially when it comes to Virginia.
I mean, not just that. We experienced it recently. You got other people that try to poison you. Like when you fall out with people, they try to turn everybody else against you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So somebody got that piece. So I saw, put something in his ear and made him sour and question your authenticity.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So we all go through that shit.
And it stuck with me though. I ain't afraid it stuck. I mean, but I ain't on no, you know.
Right.
But it's still in
Yeah.
still in here. But it's still right here, you know what I'm saying? So you, like even when you said it now, I said, hey. Mother. Hey.
Like you say, man, people will forget what you said, but they'll never forget how you made them feel, bro.
Absolutely.
That's real shit.
Damn right.
Yeah.
You know?
Damn right.
Yeah. Is there a record that you wish you could like go back and redo?
When They Remember, Freeway. And they didn't give me a chance to mix it. That's the 2-track y'all listen to. Straight from my studio. I had the horns replayed and everything. I had big plans for that record. So I didn't get a chance to do it.
Wow, yeah. Yeah. That's the only one?
Yeah, that I can think of right off for real. Everything else, I live with it.
But how is the like, far as like when it comes to like Jay-Z and Ross and them, how's your relationship with them? And then like, especially like over the years, like with you just stopping and doing those 2 records with Jay, and then Ross coming back, like how is it up to date? Like, you know. Because they've been having stuff out since then. Like, do it be one of them things now, like in the industry, how they be like, they only mess with you when you hot, or do they mess with you like basing off of still relationships, right. like you know?
I really don't think most artists have loyalty to any producer. You know what I'm saying? That's why I really give it up to Future because of how he treats Metro. Like it's some unprecedented shit. Like he actually supports him. Like that's rare.
Yeah.
It's very rare you get a rap dude or an artist that will hold you down in that way. Like he went on tour with Metro as an artist.
That's crazy.
You ain't gonna get most artists to do that for you.
Yeah, because you put them together. Like they're like a duo.
Yeah, because Future understand like he brings the best out of me.
It's his sound.
Yeah.
He brings the best out of me. So why even fight that? But think about it. Any rap producer duo you can name is not together.
Yeah.
Nope.
Organized Noise, Outkast, T.I., they just getting back together. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like, I think artists be thinking that we don't have nothing to do with their success. A lot of times. They thought they could have done it with anybody.
Oh, they definitely. I mean, ain't no artist, but I definitely think that because they feel like it's plenty of people out there. There's plenty of people that make beats. You know what I'm saying? And not understanding that like is a certain sound is what really make people really like. You know what I'm saying? Like us as consumers.
It's the chemistry, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like people really, because they don't know. They don't understand when certain stuff being beaten. Like with you. Like I was talking to my man and he was just like, man, you don't understand. It's like all the beats that he make is like it got passion with it.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying? So it shows you're not just sitting up there and just, you know what I mean, putting something together.
You'll never hear me do what everybody doing, ever. That's why you ain't hear me do no joints with no drums, like just a sample. I'm not doing that. Because that's what everybody's doing. Once Griselda came out, started doing it, now everybody does it. Like I'll never do what the masses is doing. And that's what this generation suffers from. You know what I'm saying? They all do the same thing at the same time. That's actually mimicking somebody else.
Yeah. Well, that's a question that I had too, right? That's a question that I had. Is it any producer, sound-wise or a beat that you heard and all that, that made you say, damn, I got to step my game up?
Hell yeah. Nas made me do that.
A specific track or just his sound?
How he manipulates a sample is not normal. He made that bitch do what he wanted to do, literally. Like he'd totally contort some shit. And when you hear where it came from, you be like, God damn. Because that's not how it sounded. That's what we kind of share, that type of thing. Because when you go back and listen to the Rulers back, that's not a loop. You're not going to hear it play like that at all. You know what I'm saying? It's me grabbing pieces and making something, and then adding instrumentation around it and making it make sense. Rather than just taking a loop like everybody else does, just take 2 bars, 4 bars, and just loop it and then put a bass line, some drum, and call it a day. Like I never been that.
So that's something that y'all developed when y'all was the Teamsters. What was it? I mean, what was it called?
Teamster.
Okay. See, I remember something.
you.
I remember something. See, I ain't smoked that much. So, or do you think it's something that y'all was doing, and so then y'all just developed naturally because just from going back that far, like, you know what I'm saying?
I just think we both share wanting to be unique. Like, it's a big deal for us to not sound like nobody else. Whereas most people don't give a fuck.
That's the Virginia shit.
Like, yeah, for sure. And that's what I keep stressing to the new generation. Like, if you really trying to take on or carry on the Virginia tradition, you can't do that by sounding like Pharrell or sounding like me. That's not what we're known for.
Right.
We're known for going against the grain, doing different shit. And, you know, like Masego.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
He had a Pharrell moment in the beginning, and then he finally branched off to got his own, he found his way. He found his own way.
His niche.
He did.
So and he didn't take off until he did that. You know what I'm saying? It kept the lights on, but it really went once he tapped into his own shit.
So
and I don't think kids understand the importance of that.
And you understood that early on of the importance of developing your own sound.
For sure.
Because I think, for me, a lot of people, you know, put shit together just for the sake of just making it sound good. Like, this joint is crazy. Like you just said, they're not going into it to say, I'm going to create something.
Now, that's one of the things I always say. Like, to me, people they're not drawn with a blank canvas anymore. It's always a for instance on the table prior to creating something. Like, I see kids all the time like, yo, let's do some Travis Scott shit. Let's do something. It's always a for instance. It's like, bro, like, you'll never tap into shit, recycling everybody other shit. Like, you're not dope because you can sound like every album.
Yeah.
And that's what these kids be thinking. Like, that you're not a dope producer because you can sound like all the name producers. You know what I'm saying? You're a dope producer because you did something your way, and people can, you play your beat, it screams your name. And only your name. You know what I'm saying? That's the ultimate goal that a producer wants to attain as a producer. Not, oh, okay, what everybody like now? Okay, I can do that. Like, that ain't it.
When you used to, like when you was coming up and doing what you was doing, was it, you know, I know you got to a point where people used to come to you, you know, because, you know, you got hot. But did you used to sit out and actually go to who you wanted? Like, you ever had somebody say, I'm gonna make this beat for this person, I'm gonna get them, or I'm gonna go holler at them first, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah, hell yeah. Like, one thing, but I ain't no shame in my game. Like, if I think you're dope, I'll reach out to you first and try to, you know, get something going. outside of that, it's a 50-50 with that. You know what I'm saying? I've definitely passed on a lot of shit because my motto has always been quality over quantity.
And who's some of the people you passed on?
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Well, let me do this real quick then. Let me do this and see if I can get something out of this right here because I want to do this and I was going to say this later real quick. I know we ain't been on an hour and 16. Yeah, I at least want to get 2 hours out.
Hey!
But listen. But listen. Okay, I'm just going to throw a couple of names out there, right? Mm-hmm. I'm going to do producers first and then I'm going to do rappers.
Okay.
You know, and we ain't gonna do a lot of them, but it's a couple of them. And you can say a couple words, you can say one word, and I move on or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just how you either feel about their craft or just how you feel about them as a person. I mean, it can be anything, that first thing that actually comes. Mm-hmm. Teddy Riley.
Huh. The Oz. He definitely turned the light on here in Virginia for all of us. So I think we all be in debt to him for that, for choosing Virginia to build this compound. You know what I mean? It gave everybody some good opportunity. So yeah.
Timbaland.
Dope awkwardness. He's always been left. I hear people all the time say, yo, that beat don't fit the album. I say, what album has Timbaland ever fit in? You know what I'm saying? Like this, it's an asinine statement to say that every beat's supposed to sound the same on your album. That's why we've gotten so far away from actually curating music. You know what I'm saying? Everything is based on what somebody else is doing.
Pharrell.
Songstress, trendsetter, Steeple.
I got two more. Chad.
Oh man, best kept secret. The closer. Just a phenomenal musician.
Knots.
Demigod. Just not from here. As close as you can get to Dilla. For sure.
As a matter of fact, I got two more. I got two more. Because I love this. Kanye.
King of standing on business. King of being unapologetically himself. Which is hard for a lot of people to do because popular opinion, you know, it has way more precedence over them than how they actually feel. You know what I'm saying? But Kanye don't give a fuck. He gonna run he gonna stand 10 toes on what he believe in, whatever that is, whatever that may be. Then besides just being free creatively, I think that's another thing that most people don't attain. It's just being free. You know what I'm saying? Everybody out here, like I say, is just basically recycling. The same shit over and over again. Kanye at least always pushing the needle. You know what I'm saying? Always trying to innovate. It's always been him.
And the last one, Just Blaze.
Offspring.
You said Offspring, but like Mini-Me.
That part. But it's not like I say, like it's to me, producers like that they gonna touch on.
When you saying like that though, like what you mean by like that? Like
tight beat niggas. And tight beat niggas is gonna do anything that's popular. They're not trying to tap in at all. What you looking for? Some Pharrell type shit? I got that. What you want? Some T-Minus shit? I got that. This is where music is today, and that's not doing music. You Kinkos. You know what I'm saying? We just running copies off, changing the colors, reselling it.
So, as far as that list that I just said, you know,
but I can't say he's talented as fuck though. Can't take that from him.
That was my next question.
Yeah,
though.
talented as fuck.
From the list that I just said, seem like all, you know, very, really, you know, talented. Do you think he belonged like on that list? You know what I mean? So when I was going down there, would you ever thought though, that's just me being funny, being the asshole that I am. But I'm an asshole, tell you that. But being the asshole that I am, would you think though that he was supposed to have been on that list? You know what I'm saying? Like to say, oh, okay, I can see that.
No. I only think producers should be on the list that actually have their own shit.
Not saying sound like
not just being successful and selling a bunch of records.
Gotcha.
The criteria got to be deeper than that.
It's one more though. Before I go to the rappers real quick, it's one more in particular that, like I said, you know, two like I talked to like 2-3 people before this interview, and when I mentioned your name, it came up. They came up and brought up Primo name, and even one guy was like, "Shoot, man, he like Primo on steroids." You know, and that's not to take away from Primo because he's definitely, you know, somebody who's. Well, I'm gonna let you explain that. Primo, when you heard the name Primo, what do you?
Man, longevity, bro. Just he's been in every era of hip hop himself. You know what I'm saying? Like most people who stick around, they conform. And they just start doing what the popular thing to do, whatever the popular sound is, they start resorting to doing that, trying to keep up. He's never even attempted or tried to do that. He's always stayed the Primo we've known from goddamn, you know what I'm saying, 88, 89, like that's still Primo. You know what I mean? And it still transcends to now. It aged well, still feels good. And yeah, man, that's the guy who I said to myself that I wanted to be like as far as my longevity in the game. Like literally, I said that to myself. I want to be the Primo of my generation. So, you know, I can, a young dude to be like, yo, I want a Bink beat. You know what I'm saying? It's a big deal. So it's like, that's how I was a Primo. Like, I'm gonna get a Primo beat this album. It's like, that's a big deal to an artist to finally get a Primo beat. So I always aspired to have that.
Y'all had a relationship?
Absolutely got a relationship. That's the OG. She understand. Lou and them used to bring them down back in the day. Gangsta. So once they brought him down 2-3 times, right after that, that's when he came out with J. Rue the Damager. And Primo brought J. Rue down here, and they passed out the T-shirts with the dude with the dreads on it, and the blunt and all that, and you know, they gave us T-shirts and shit. So fast forward, now we talking, they were here in 93, 94. Right? Now fast forward 95, I moved to New York with Mr. Cheeks. I slept on Mr. Cheeks' floor for 2 years. Mind you, that's how I got in the game. So
Lights, camera, action.
Yes, sir.
no,
Who did Lights, Camera,
that was
Action?
way before Lights, Camera, Action.
Who did Lights, Camera, Action?
I did.
You did Lights, Camera,
Yeah,
Action?
yeah.
Man, that's my shit, boy. Hey, that's my what? But man, hey man, that's a man. You a crazy bitch.
So yeah, but we Cheeks used to record at D&D Studios, which is a super duper infamous grimy studio in the city. 37th Street.
But how did you get with all these people when you went there? Like, how did you?
Cheeks used to be down here.
Yeah,
Okay.
often.
Cheeks was out Pleasant Park. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was out here messing with some chick out Pleasant Park.
Wow. It would take a Norfolk Jones. Would take a Norfolk Jones.
I mean, you know, so, but the thing was, he was with Buck and L.
The who?
He was with Buck and L.
Buck and L.
Buck and L was Puff's first partners. With Bad Boy, like Jack the Rapper 93, all the t-shirt had Bad Boy Butt Naked on it. Butt Naked was Buck and L's company. And Cheeks was one of their artists. My dude was Lil D from Detroit, hustler from Detroit. And he was managing me at the time, so him and Buck and L know they was getting money. So Buck and L was down here feeding a bunch of people. You know what I mean? So they introduced me and Cheeks. So me and Cheeks got cool, and he would come to the crib. We'd record joints at the crib and shit, just bugging out and shit. And then he went back to New York. So I never forget, I'm at the crib, I'm watching New York Undercover. And I hear, lifestyles of the rich and shame. I'm like, yo, that voice sound familiar as shit. Yo, I stood up, or I lost it, like, oh, my nigga, he made it. You know what I'm saying? He fucking made it. And I called Cheeks' house, and his grandma answered the phone. She said, Cheeks is on the television. Never forget that shit. And he called me later. He was like, yo, man, just come up. Just come up. And I was like, It's like, man, I don't know nobody up there. I'm Dolo. You know what I'm saying? Money funny. And I was just like, man, I don't know. I think the breaking point was my first girlfriend. When we broke up, she started dating Tata.
When it passed?
No, Tata, J Tata.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, gotcha. I thought Freaky Tata. I mean,
she started dating Tata. And
I got that long one too.
No, they was in the street then, you know what I'm saying?
They had it then.
So I remember I was hanging out with her one time, and she was playing Reasonable Doubt. I never forget this shit, yo. And I said, I'm gonna do a record for him one day. And she bust out laughing in my face. Never forget that shit. Bust out laughing in my face. Said, yeah, right.
Wow.
And that's what put the fire in my ass right there. Right there, like, yo. She gonna eat these words one day. I don't know when, but she gonna eat these words.
You said she had started messing with him, or
no? They was messing around back then.
Oh, they messing back then. You was smashing it too.
You know, it's like, you know, when you break up with somebody, you know, he's
messy nigga there, boy.
Messy
nigga there.
Come on, man. You know how that go, man.
You probably listening to that too.
It won't like that though. It was real, some real spaced out touch and go situation. But just to see her singing it and just being into it and never really being into what I was doing. But at the same time, my beats weren't ready yet either. So I could understand why she didn't think so also. You feel me?
She was hearing that hot garbage. She was like,
right.
She's hearing that. She heard the boom bap.
She's hearing that mid. She's hearing that mid grade. So at the same time, I kind of understand why she felt how she felt at the same time, but it was just the point, like, you know what I mean? So it took me 3 years, man. 3 years from that point.
You were determined.
For sure.
That's crazy, man. I'm like, so Mr. Cheeks, 1-900 Hustler, you doing all these, right? All these songs popping, all these videos coming out and all that. You just ain't think to say, man, I'm gonna pop up in one of these videos. I'm gonna show my head in it, you know what I'm saying? Or even not even the thing of because you probably did show your head, but like, what was your whole system? Like, what was the whole method to your madness of not being seen and everybody just hearing your sound and still like a person that actually can say,
The man, the myth, the
I know
legend.
Bink, I mean, you know, this guy Bink, and I can tell you his sound, but I can't tell you how this nigga look. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is that about? Like, is that your character that you like, man, I don't need all that, ain't trying to do none of that? Like,
I mean, for sure. If you know, you know. You know, if you don't, I ain't tripping.
but you ain't think that could like draw more money or?
Of course, that was the death of me, not, you know, being more out front with it. You know what I'm saying? So of course it could have helped out in, you know, in certain ways, but.
Well, ain't gonna get off these rappers real quick. I think you thought I was gonna forget about that. Sometimes I do forget things, but not that. Sometimes.
You've been good
Come
so
on with it.
far.
I
Let's
know,
do it.
ain't I? I ain't been smoking that much, like I told you.
That's good.
A little bit.
Poquito.
And ain't gonna make it drawn out.
I got a charger. USC.
The rapper.
Leave the battery in the
Okay,
back.
so the rapper.
Left mine at the crib.
I got 5 for you. I got 5 rappers.
Let's go.
And I'm gonna start early. I'm gonna say Malice from the Clips.
Finally getting his flowers. Should have been got his flowers. Solid rapper, yo. Own sound, you know.
Yeah.
Own cadence. And I think that's right. You know, it represents Virginia in a good way.
Pusha T.
Phenomenal rapper for sure. Definitely one of the best rappers I think out. Period. Both of them.
Rick Ross.
Ungrateful.
What you say?
Ungrateful. We can move on.
Jay.
Life changing. Phenomenal artist. Makes your job easy. It just makes you just focus on what you're supposed to do. That's a great feeling that most producers will tell you. You end up doing the hook and all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get that shit right. But to be able to just lay back and just hand off the beat and be like, oh, get a dope ass song back, that's hope.
Drake.
I think the longest run ever. At that rate, you know, with that veracity, I think that's like one of the longest runs we'll ever see as a rapper, you know, in that position.
2 more. Kendrick.
True artist. Free. He doesn't put himself in any box. Very transparent and shows vulnerability in his music. So I think that's all the most important things you gotta have to be that type of rapper. And that's the problem with most rappers. They never show you any type of transparency or vulnerability. So that's why they never connect with the audience in the way they're supposed to. They just talking about shit, but never any substance or not letting nobody in. You know, you just throwing shit out. Like you just rapping words. But somebody who can actually give you a piece of them and bring you in their world, that's a true artist. That's Kendrick.
Bad Skillz.
Pioneer for hip hop in Virginia. Like, he the first battery, you know what I'm saying, in the car, for real. And I think that's the first time that Virginia could like feel proud in hip hop, like that you had somebody like that representing for your town and was killing it. So I think it made all of us feel like it was that much closer to attain seeing him do it. So I think him and people like Sweet Pea Whitaker did it for me. You know what I'm saying? Just understand they can get the fuck out of here. I can too.
And it is one more though. I just realized, I got to put him on there, man. And that's Chris Breezy, man. Chris Brown.
I got one.
I mean, Chris Brown is as close you can get to Michael Jackson.
It's big.
I say that. You know what I'm saying? Like he's still being punished for some shit he already served his time for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that bullshit being in the background keeps people from giving him his true followers and really holding him in the regard they're supposed to hold him in.
It's more louder than his success.
And it makes that's crazy because so many other people have done way worse things and he's forgiven them and moved on. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Why y'all keep persecuting Chris Brown?
Do you think, before you do yours real quick, I want to say something about Chris Brown. Do you think it's a thing of, because most of the time when people get into certain things, do they change their image, right? Chris Brown keep it real with himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, and ain't nothing wrong with that, but that might be a thing too of not people being so much forgiving because, you know what I mean, for him still being true to who he is. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think that they never got a chance to do no damage control. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, I just think the story got legs that you couldn't control because there was a machine working against him. It wasn't just organic.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just an organic, viral rumor about him. It was like a machine was pushing that shit. So it made it way worse. It made it stick better having that element in there.
Yeah.
And because a lot of people don't mention him, but Family. How do you feel about?
It's crazy. I was gonna say it one time. I said, "No, this is."
Well,
Family. I still been trying to get Family to rap.
I don't think he's
He
going
won't
back
do
to
it.
it. I don't think so.
R&B block parties is taking him. Have claimed his rap card.
Family got fat over the years. He ain't think about no.
He get too
There's nothing that can change me. My mind is way big. Shout out to Family, man.
Rap ain't never treated him like this.
I'm telling you, man.
Happy for him though, man.
Yeah, man. So much success, man, doing Virginia, man. It's just, it's just crazy, man. But going back just real quick too on what was your last that you felt, or not even feel, but like the last thing that you actually did that was like the shit?
I think Santorini probably be the last.
What was that?
Santorini, Greece probably be the last.
And that's Ross.
This episode is sponsored by the Convo 757.myshopify.com.
And it's also brought to you by 384 months, The Sacrificial Lamb. Amazon. Go and get that. That's a fact.
We're on Spotify and YouTube. And you can get all the merch on any social media platform because it's literally available there too.
And we're about to upgrade.
Question. So throughout this whole process, like how was your mind state? Like when you were making these wonderful beats and being in the studio with these type of people, like what was your mindset through the whole process?
Oh man, one thing about it, don't nobody get immunity from life. So life be lifing. You still gotta produce. You know what I mean? So my mind be all over the place like everybody else's shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We gotta show up.
Yeah. Regardless of what's going on, you gotta show up. So
I wanna go back real quick, man, before I even let you up out of here, man. Just to touch on a couple of things back when it came to like the Roc-A-Fella era. Cause like a lot of people. I feel like Memphis Bleak is the only one who can answer all them questions. You know what I mean? Because he was
He was
you
like
know
a
what I mean?
fly on the wall,
Yeah.
but he was in there
Yeah,
at the
he's
same
in
time.
there. You know what I mean? And like, you know, I know a couple other people too, but my question is this. I see how the split happened during Roc-A-Fella. One, was you around during them times? And two, did the producers feel it like how the rappers did?
Fucking right. We absolutely, you know, it was trouble in the village, man. You know what I'm saying? Like shit won't function on all cylinders. You know what I mean? So it was definitely a lot of people, you know, choosing sides, you know? So.
But how do I can see far as like like one of the rappers saying more rappers going with Dame than Jay because Jay is a rapper.
Correct.
So if you ain't really smart enough to say, shoot, Jay a rapper and a businessman, I'm
Right,
over here,
both
you can
of
go more so with,
the businessman.
right? But now peep this. When it comes to beats, you like, shit, Jay a rapper. Like, I need to get him to use my beats. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So how did you play that position like far as, or you just said, yo, I'm on some Virginia time. I ain't in between that. I'm gonna keep my both relationships. So how did that play?
It didn't. I didn't get in the middle of that at all. You know what I'm saying? Only thing I made sure I stay out of the middle of was the Nas shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's, you know, because Nas is still on my bucket list.
You never been with Nas? Oh man,
We're gonna make that happen.
that would be
epic.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? So but you can't go do a record for somebody you have a super relationship with and go do something with his op and then think you gonna come back around and be like, hey, what's up, guys? Like, if you don't get your bitch ass out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, well,
Yeah, when
you know
you
what I
put
mean?
it like that, yeah.
Yeah, so, but you know, a lot of guys, you know, who didn't have OGs around them and just alpha men around them, they would do it because they just weren't about themselves.
Right.
So they'll burn it all down for one beat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You go over there and get that one song off of Nas, and now Jay looking at you like, you can't come back here.
Yeah.
So now what?
That
now you
goes
go with
slow.
Nas, Nas like, no, we cool. You know what I mean? You're not gonna have the same relationship you had with Jay, with him. You know what I mean? So.
Not the pocket watch, but how much was your first check? Like, for your beat, did that make, you know what I'm saying, that you got and you like, okay,
Yeah.
all right, yeah, I can
All
sling
right.
these, I can sling these beats, you know what I mean?
I just think just getting paid, period. You know, because it was a hobby up until that point. When you think about it. You know what I'm saying? You're doing it for the love. You love this shit. Now, somebody's actually paying you to do this shit. And you love to do this shit.
What was the fastest beat that you ever like did that, and any one of them, like, did it turn into a classic? Like one of the beats that was like, I made it jump so fast and that bitch just
I'll give you one.
Yeah.
snap.
Shout out to Corrupt. We did a record called Trilogy. He did like 100 bars straight, maybe longer. And we had a session at Sigma Sounds in Philly. And he wanted to respit it because my manager at the time went in his session in Cali and played the beat for him right in the middle of his session. And he stopped his session and went in the booth and recorded the shit right on the spot. So he felt like he could do it better when we got to Philly. So we listened to the record again. I was like, bro, don't fuck with it. Leave it alone. Like, that's a great take. Don't bother it. Like, let it be. He's like, well, shit, we got 3 hours left. What we gonna do? I threw a beat together. Nate Dogg was with us. Corrupt little brother Roscoe was with us. And then Girls All Pause was born. He did that shit in 3 hours. That shit ended up being a single.
Wow.
So that was probably the one that shocked you the most of a person hopping in the booth. You think?
I mean, we did the record like we literally did the whole record in 3 hours.
Man, that's crazy. Man, you got a whole.
But here's the kicker though. It didn't get no burn over here at all, right? So I go back to Cali like Like 6 months later, working on some other shit with Exhibit, I think. And we go to the club. And that shit come on in the club, bro. And it was like the Benjamins came on. And I didn't know that Girls All Pause is a Crip Walk anthem in Cali. I'm talking about they ripped the floor to pieces when that shit come on. And that shit gave me chills, bro. I'll never forget that night. Because I'm thinking it's just a dud. It just came out, you know, we did a cool record, little B-side, whatever the fuck. It was a single, but it just didn't get no burn. We had a video on the whole shit. But they didn't really burn it over here. Cali was burning that shit up. Like, it's a classic in Cali.
And that's what you went for?
I was just, just doing a record. I wasn't going for anything. We was just, and that's why, goes back when I say free. When you're free, then you don't really give a fuck about what it sounds like, what it feels like. And it felt right, so we just went with it. You know what I'm saying? But it ended up being a single and a Cali classic, like, to this day. Like, it's a Crip Walk classic.
Wow.
How your relationship with them?
Still. My relationships with the Cali niggas is way closer than the East Coast. How so? It's just more of a brotherhood on that side. Like, when I go to Cali, I stay at Exhibit crib. You know, if I go to Vegas, I go to Crump.
Not Pimp My Ride.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's yeah. So, but you ain't never had asked the other question about, far as when I said about having the blueprint and then the dynasty, and then not coming back, like far as with Jay. Well, like, how's that relationship? You haven't had no conversation with that, because I'm hearing he got a new album that's supposed to be dropping. But that's the word. Did you hear that, or like? What is that relationship like?
He took some joints from me.
Yeah? I gotta stay like this. You flying straight, baby. You know what I'm talking about. Which is only, like, definitely respectable. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know, where as far as which ones he cut, but he took quite a few.
Congratulations.
So it is true. I mean, everybody talking about it. So,
this is over a year ago, though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. A year ago, he's been working on it. But I planted the seed. I can say that.
Yeah. I ain't gonna hold you. That's like my favorite artist. I don't care what nobody got their opinion about him. Hey, that nigga sold more dope than anybody that I know. I believe it. I believe in him.
Yeah.
Not for real though. But man, even before I even let you out of here, man, I want to know something though. When it comes to your whole makeup, man, everything you done laid down and all that, right? Because I heard you say a while ago when I was talking about not putting yourself out there, and that sounds like one of the things that you do kind of regret. How do you want it to, like, end? Because I know you were saying earlier you still active and you got some stuff coming up, which we're gonna get into that. What you want that legacy to be? Like, what do you want Bink? What you want them to remember? Like, when you stop and hang it all up, or even now for them to, like, just be saying, like, yo, when it comes to, to your name.
I think just for the most part, just acknowledge that I may have one of the most mimic, like, producer styles ever. And it's been going on since 2001, 2026. You know what I'm saying? So to be the father of something, I think, is what all producers live to do, or should aspire to be. You know what I'm saying? Just knowing that this beat, this particular song, like it don't sound like nobody, but the guy that did it. You know what I'm saying? And to be responsible for that, I think is the biggest flex for my career I can have. For real. Because most producers don't figure that out.
Because I was looking at this thing earlier, and it was saying, man, listen to this. It was saying Blueprint, 2001, 3 million copies. Bink produced The Ruler's Back, All I Need. The Black Album, 2003, 4 million copies. Produced The Threat.
Mm-mm.
You didn't do that?
Mm-mm. I ain't done the Black Album.
You done the Black Album? You put that in there. Being and Secret of the Truth?
For sure.
You did that, 500,000 copies. Understanding Memphis Bleak?
Mm-hmm.
That was 2,500. Freeway, Philly Freeway.
Mm-hmm.
College Dropout, 4 billion copies.
Didn't get none up there.
You get none of that?
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, I'm on.
Yeah, but they put Devil in the
New Jersey.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it came up here and said about you work with Dr. Dre.
Mm-hmm.
What did you do with Dre?
We did Compton and we did the Grand Theft Auto album together.
Wow.
And far as the state of production right now, like you were saying earlier with the new guys coming in though, how do you feel with what's going on right now and with the newer producers like the Mustards and the Metros and you know and like all these guys, you know, do you feel any one of them had like really changed the sound?
Mustard definitely came and put his stamp on it. You know what I'm saying? Like like I say, whenever you do something that screams your name, like you know a Mustard beat when you hear it now. So now you hear a lot of knockoff Mustard beats. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. That's the problem with this generation. It's like they attack other people's ideas as if they thought of it themselves and want the same credit that the person who came up with it got. And that's not how it worked. You know what I'm saying? This is the era of the participation trophy, bro. And it's just ugly. You know, this, like nobody's really being honest anymore. It's just always about protecting people's feelings now. Like you can't learn shit worrying about somebody's feelings.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when your uncle them told you, like, man, take that goddamn, you know what I'm saying? What the hell you doing with your goddamn hat on the table? Like, they ain't gonna be like, hey, you know what? It would be a good idea if you didn't put your hat on. They're not gonna say it to you like that.
Yeah, they're not.
You know what I'm saying?
They're not.
Man, if you don't take that goddamn hat off the table, you know what I'm saying? That's, you go, oh shit. That's just it. It's over.
Yeah.
Now niggas being their feelings like, you know the cuss?
So what you got going on right now, as far as like, you know, production wise and you know, in the near future?
I got the single coming out with AZ right now. Also, I just did a record with Russ. It's super dope. With featuring this girl named Snow the Product. I don't know if you're familiar with her. She's from Colombia. But yeah, AZ is doing an anniversary album of Do or Die. So we redid Sugar Hill.
Wow.
That's the first single featuring Moo Moo Fresh.
What and you working with any like new, you know, upcoming producers or any of that? Do you take on that right there or?
Yeah, I mentor this producer from down here right now named Too High. And what made me gravitate to him was because he got his own thing. You know what I'm saying? He don't sound like nobody.
Where you from?
From Suffolk.
Suffolk?
Yeah, Suffolk.
Shout out Suffolk, man. Shout out Suffolk. And Newport News. Gotta make sure Newport News.
Oh, yeah.
They ran down on me last night.
Yeah.
They ran down on me last night. Hey, look, I'm in the club. I'm in a junk called Cashmere last night, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
And it's crazy, you know, a lot of people gave me love, showing me love. Man, I love the podcast, this and that. I see some guys that I was locked up with. Cool dude, who's, you know, they even came to my party that I had last year.
Right.
I see them, they're in the cut. I see them, the whole energy. Shifted. I go to, yo, what's up, nigga? First thing they come and say, man, you don't love the news, man. You don't love the news. I said, what you mean? I be talking so much about 7x7 and mentioning all the areas. I won't mention Newport News. What they want they shine, man. They want they shine. Newport News, baby. Hey, listen, hey, love my niggas. Twin, what up, baby?
Need to be school on the history over there.
Yeah.
Besides the peanut feather.
Yeah. See, but that's the thing. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't know the history over there. I know. You know what I mean?
Bobo is as good as it get for me over there. Bobo had Palace Village.
Listen to me, and it's so crazy. I was gonna do a segment on that, but since we right here right now, I'm gonna do this right now before you get out of here. Right?
What's that?
I was gonna do a segment on Palace Village and talking about that.
Bobo,
because a lot of people don't know that.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you my story with Bobo and Palace Village.
Right.
It was two things. I had a clothing store called Gigi's across from Military Circle.
Okay.
You remember that?
What year was that?
I had a green Legend, and I had the what you call them phone, the brick phone.
Okay.
So that what year it is. You know what I'm saying? I put you in the mind of that. You know what I mean?
Oh, the Motorola jump.
Yep.
Big bag.
And I had the clothes across the street. So Peddler's Village had the clothes that they used to do wholesale. People had clothing stores and stuff like that. You can go there and get all your Guess jeans and all that stuff. That was Bobo sold, right? So I was doing that. But how I knew that right there was because people used to, when we used to go get work from people, they used to show you the scale. They just get it to you. So we ain't had no scales. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure they had a scale. They weren't eyeballing, but they was beating us. The word was Bobo them had the scales. The little flat one, it cost it $100. Nobody had it in Norfolk. DJs ain't Virginia. Nobody had when I'm telling you the digital scales, Bobo had them. Niggas was we was riding over there just to get them scales right there from motherfucking Peddler's Village. It was crazy. He the first person to, and then that's when the DJ started getting them and New York Jewelers in the beach and stuff like that. But Bobo, man, listen. Peddler's Village was the shit.
I bought my first gold chain from Palace Village.
Yeah. That was, man, I want to shout out Bobo, man.
Shout out to Bobo. He used to buy my mixtapes too, though.
Yeah, he's still around. I wonder if Bobo's still around.
I've been trying to find Bobo, bro. Everybody I asked for his number, everybody got no number on him.
I'm going to put somebody on Bobo, man.
Yeah.
Man, people like him and Clifford McDowell from Norfolk State with the mixtape.
Nah, I seen Cliff. I seen Cliff, though.
Well, he's still slinging mixtape?
No, yo. Cliff was so crazy with his mixtape slinging that Kloof said, fuck him on the mixtape. That nigga said, fuck that bitch ass nigga Cliff at the Norfolk State 7-Eleven.
That's how we knew his name.
That's how he was killing these niggas.
That's how we knew his name, because Kloof said on the joke, he said, Clifford McDowell Norfolk State said his whole government and all that.
He was tearing their hairs off.
We was looking for Cliff to go get his tapes then. He put him on the map even more.
Yeah.
He had everybody, Juice, Clue, I-Rock, you name it. He had all them niggas in that little, he had a little case, he bust that case open. Killing them niggas.
Look, I don't want to let you go. But who was the heaviest at that time in the streets when you was out there doing that era and all that?
At that time, you had Chris and Troya.
I remember Troy's name. What's Chris you talking about?
Chris used to train people.
Oh, okay. I was about to say his last name and everything. He my cousin.
Stacey Robinson. Yeah, Stacey Robinson back then. You had,
Stacey Route, yep. Yeah.
Of course, yeah. Lou, Lil Larry Company.
Lil Larry, yep. Yeah. Lou. Do you remember? I'm gonna give you one though, right? I was coming to Norfolk, but this was before, like, when I was getting there. I was there, but I think everybody was almost gone then. But I was cool with Linky. Remember Linky?
Tall Linky.
Tall Linky. I think he used to be with Peter. But me and Linky was cool before Linky went to prison the first time.
My dude. I remember they tried to kill Lincoln in the elevator in New York. They strangled Lincoln. Lincoln came back down. He still had a rope burn on his neck, and both his eyes was bloodshot burgundy. Not a white part in there.
What? Yeah.
Lincoln. Good dude,
with my man
Always-
before he went. Yeah, before he went down.
Good dude, man.
I was
Fuck with
rocking
Lincoln. Patchy.
Yeah, see, I just remember the name. Patchy, the like I said,
See,
the
I
Troyers.
was doing music with Peter group. Peter had a group
Oh yeah.
called Uptown Kids. Not Uptown Kids, but Cool Kids.
Mm.
Cool Kids, I was producing for Peter. So me and Peter got really super tight.
Oh wow.
He used to willing to shout them bikes too.
Oh yeah.
Peter was nice on the bikes, for sure. Him and Apache.
Damn. I heard somebody said that he supposed to be like getting ready to come home or something. That's what I'm hearing.
For real?
That's what I'm hearing. That's exactly what I'm hearing. But I was riding. I used to go to this place called Mr. Spices. It was a Jamaican spot. You remember Mr. Spices that right by Booker T?
Across the street.
Across the street.
Goddamn barbecue turkey wings.
I was going
For
there.
sure.
And it was a guy named John. I think he used to run that jump.
Man, them barbecue
Cool
turkey
dude.
wings are so stupid over there.
It was
Jesus
all
Christ.
that. That was the smack. But man, bro, listen, man, I appreciate you, man, for coming through, man. Like this shit was a good one, man. I feel like I got so much stuff I still want to ask you, and not stick with the timeline. But
Let's just do a part 2.
yeah, man, please, man, I appreciate you for even coming through, man, taking your time out for this, man.
Appreciate you having me, bro.
You definitely one of them ones, man, like that Virginia need to know.
Yeah.
You know, even when you had mentioned the the Mad Skillz and the Pharrells and the Chads, you know, Knots, they got to mention Bink.
Yeah.
Like you can't even do that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's bigger than Virginia. You know what I'm saying? But y'all must know. But the people in Virginia, y'all must know who this man is, because he is definitely was and is one of the motherfucking truth, nigga. You best believe that.
Yeah.
You see, it's on my body. It's on my
in the
body.
Convo now.
I definitely appreciate you, baby.
Don't
Thank you for
just
that one, man.
Sure.
But it's so
Welcome
much
to the Convo. You lucky
that's
even
like
tune in. Southgate raised me, now I'm
that
talking
ain't
to
even
the
know, man.
ruins.
You know what I'm
Built
saying? I'm
from
pretty sure
pain,
it's much
stitched
love.
faith into ambition. Now my words turn
what you
broke
have.
dreams
Yeah.
into commissions.
No.
Every scar got a story, every L was tuition. This the voice of them nights I was wishing. Yeah, the hustle sacred, ain't no superstition. Yeah. I came from them corners where the concrete listen. Every step was a prayer, every flip was a mission. Had to learn early, loyalty don't pay rent, so I married consistency. That's how my days spent. Now I talk like a prophet with receipts in my folder. Life gave me weight.